where their offense is going to take over.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. Going back, it's the handoff. And the power play up the gut only results in 2 yards.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8.
Ready?
Throwing now off the play action. Buying some time right. He smartly won't risk anything here. Just chucks this away.
Look at how well the coverage held up on that play. Even as the QB escapes the pocket and buys extra time in secondary, they got real sticky, stayed tight and forced the throw away.
No connection on the last play. Now it's 3rd down. The Giants using their first time out. And after using an early one, 2 left for him to spend. So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down.
Down. Ready.
3rd and long for him here. Has it downfield working the left. And he's going to be taken down here after he takes it to the 45.
First down. 24-yard gain on the play. First down, 49ers.
Ready.
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
Hey, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. Now they send their back in motion right. Looking in the air here.
Yo, you got to catch there, man.
Even the best of them could be hurried into a throw before they're ready, and that pressure just messed up all the timing, the rhythm, and the clock of the quarterback.
Oh, Lord, I'm the rookie in the bed.
Last pass unsuccessful. Let's see what they do on 3rd down.
Let's go now.
They'll air it out on 3rd. Completed to his running back. And he pushes this down.
That boy made a hell of a tackle.
12 yards on that play and a good call. Nets him the first.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 42 as this opening drive continues.
43 ready. Yellow, 43.
Caught quickly on the slant. And he's going to score. Touchdown, San Francisco. The 49ers finish up an excellent opening series. Point after up and good from Bates. And the 49ers will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. He fields it from the 8. And the tackle's made as he gets it out to the 32. First call here coming from the shotgun.
18 targets. Cougar 19. Buffalo 8. 19 tight. 19 tight. Ready,
Now throw to start the drive.
Oh, wow.
Oh,
that was a beautiful pass.
It's a 29-yard gain. And the Giants are going to have the first down. I'm not going to call this a must-score drive here in this first quarter, Brock, but when your opponents start the game with 6, it feels like you need some sort of answer.
You need a response, right? You need a response. You don't need all these home runs or big highlights. You just need to keep matriculating that ball down the field.
So fresh set of downs now from the 39.
Hawk 70. Hawk 70. Dragon 60.
Won't do what he's supposed to do, man. Come on.
To throw here on first down. Knocked away. That's going to be incomplete. Defender there. That brings up second down.
Any DB prefers a highlight reel interception to just forcing an incomplete pass. But as soon as he realized a pick wasn't possible on the play, he gets his hands on it and made sure it wasn't completed.
So it's 2nd and 10 now. Ball still at that 39-yard line.
7 Pirates. 7 Pirates. 60 Bobcat. 60 Bobcat.
Setting up to throw.
Oh. All right.
Not before he gets it down to 14. That's going to pick up the first.
All right, man.
26.
Man, oh, man, oh, man. At least y'all there. At least they being there. I ain't mad at that.
Quarterback run here. And this one's going the wrong way. Nice.
Eventually, somebody gonna make a play.
And it's not just some quarterbacks, Brock, here who got to have short memories. You tell me these two defenses need them sometime as well.
Yeah, 100%. You give up a big run, well, too bad. No time to dwell on it because you got to line up, buckle up that chin strap, and try to knock them backwards.
You don't care, we don't care.
Timeout comes, and that's going to be the second for New York. And after burning a couple early, they're down to 1 to work with now. Offense to the line for second down.
60 Maverick.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. excellent play defensively as they get to him behind the line. That's going to bring up third down. These last two snaps, oof, they have forced this drive to what might be its last play here, Brock, and we can confidently say there's not going to be another run here on third down.
Yeah, I think it's time to let the passing game get going and really trust your quarterback here, who's got to compensate for 2 negative plays.
Oh, man, we ain't ready.
Empty backfield. 5 guys out wide for third and long.
Here we go. Stack. Bronco 80. Check. Hurt. Bronco 80.
We draw it up for him.
Oh, good shot. Oh, that must be a freak of nature, because good gracious, that nigga took off.
So the Giants now going to call on
I was not ready for that.
And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. And it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game.
They were able to answer a score with a score, maybe not to tie the game, but to certainly turn some of the momentum.
The Giants ready to kick this one away, and off we go once more. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. The 49ers find themselves in a great starting spot here. 1st and 10 coming up. Airing it out to start this drive.
I knew that was happening. I shouldn't even made that pass. That was stupid.
Defense got a little something extra after the pick, and any return is normally a product of good coaching.
I sat there and watched them
all the time on the practice field about becoming a runner, finding the near sideline, your defensive players becoming blockers. And I know it doesn't show up as a ton of return yards on the stat sheet, but boy, every yard's important and critical in the game of football.
Oh, I fell for that. Wide open.
For big yards on the right side. And he will take this across. Touchdown, New York. The Giants pick it off and give Colts
I'll be down.
You love seeing a tight end get the chance to show off those wheels, right? And in the best of cases, he could rumble the whole way home.
Think of getting somebody with that type of mass rolling at full speed. Who's really going to want to stand in the way, wants to stop him anyhow? The answer, nobody.
And
damn, man, I messed up.
Zone, so they will set up shop at the 35. Great starting spot here for the 49ers. They're headed up 1st and 10.
Here we go. 10, field, left. Check, huh?
Back to work after throwing the pick.
Good play. Oh, man. That boy ran all the way across the field. Damn, man. Ain't winning like this.
Good starting field position for the Giants as they head up 1st and 10.
Check, Bobcat. Ready.
Drive start to the quick throw left, complete.
Yeah.
And he's going to be persuaded out of bounds.
I knew that's what it was, too.
They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
Ready, set.
From the 40-yard line now, this is 1st and 10.
19 tight, 19, 18. 18, Pioneer. 60 Bobcat.
Back to throw now. You won't be able to add anything else onto the end of this catch, so it's going to be a completion to the 25. A gain of 15 there, and it's good for a New York first down.
The analytics will tell you a handful of these kind of plays per game, and your odds per drive of scoring go way up.
Here we go, go!
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. He's on the quick hitter. And he
Get the
falls on it, so they're going to keep possession and a chance to add to their lead.
Oh, man. They just sat there, bro.
The recovery. Here comes second and short.
Just sat there.
19 Lions.
Throwing off the play fake. Touchdown, New York. The Giants parlay the interception into points. A quick second score for him, Brock, already. And we aren't even out of this opening quarter yet.
I think I just saw that D coordinator rip up his game plan down on the sidelines. Because you got to find some new resources here. You got to dedicate more bodies, more physicality to this playmaker. Because we know in this league, when you get a guy going like this, they're going to go to him until you stop him.
We're one quarter into deciding who's going to represent the NFC in the Super Bowl. The Giants in control so far. We'll get back to East Rutherford after this. The Giants ready to kick this one away, and off we go once more. And that kickoff is into and then out of the end zone, so we got a touchback. This drive will start at the 35. We're back, and it's 49ers football as we resume. They'll try to attack this deficit, starting with 1st and 10. Shaking off the pick quickly. Who's going to throw? No one open on that play, so he's going to check this to another county.
That right there, Kate, that's taking the hard lessons from the previous drive and putting it into practice right here. Don't see a throw you like. It's too tight a window. Don't risk yet another interception.
Following the incompletion, we stay at the 35. It's 2nd and 10.
Let's go. Ready.
Trying to throw this from the gun. Finds him over the middle. And he gets absolutely pumped to end that one.
The quarterbacks aren't always the one dishing out punishment, but when they take it and they deliver a frozen rope, when they deliver a ball right on target just like that, and the respect factor grows 100-fold with your teammates.
The Giants are going to call their final timeout here. And we'll see how this plays out the rest of this half with none remaining.
Ready.
Third down, they need 7.
Come on. Set.
They'll throw. 3rd and long. It's his running back. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48.
And the 49ers first down.
They'll work against the blitz. Caught by his back. And this one's worked down to the 33 before being stopped. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
Okay, I know exactly what's going to happen. I've seen it once. I've seen it 100 times. Next week on the practice field, this running back's going to say, see, I'm not just a running back. I can play receiver. And you receivers, you couldn't do my job, but I just showed you I could do yours.
And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on first down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. Here's a throw. Catch is made down the right sideline. And he's going to take this in for the San Francisco touchdown. The 49ers 49ers face a 4-point deficit. Bates now for the point after. Extra point set right down the middle. And the 49ers cut it to a field goal game.
14.
Volley set up and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. Starting from the 5. Oh, and he eats a hit to bring it into that. Right near the 25-yard line. New York to the line. 1st and 10. They'll throw to begin this drive. Nice game left side. And this one breaks beautifully as they're going to get it forward to their own 45. So 20 yards on that play. And the Giants are going to have the first down.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that.
That boy got 5 wide on me. That's crazy work.
Snap, first down.
Working on first down. Got a man downfield. This is
What is going on out there?
Takes it in. Touchdown, New York. The Giants making a 9-point advantage. Malik Neighbors with a touchdown. Lining up now to try the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Giants make it a 10-point ball game. The Giants ready to kick this one away, and off we go once more. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback.
First and 10. At their own 35-yard line.
Must bad, but somebody got to do it.
49ers find themselves in a great starting spot here. 1st and 10 coming up.
Man, he wouldn't hurt him throw the ball. God bless.
Penalty flag out on the play as well. He was too far downfield at the time of the pass. Gotta stay within a yard of the line. That'll back him up. Back now, pressure coming. Short pass brought in. And they come up with 7 following that flag. That sets up 2nd and 8.
These intermediate gains, that's the wheelhouse for these two to connect on. Start the series off well. It sure keeps the defense on its toes in case they try to load up and just simply cover the receivers.
Second down now. They need 7. Now he'll throw off the play fake.
Oh my God! Good game, man. All right. All right.
First half interception.
You know, Kate, once you've thrown a couple picks, it's easy to be
That's that.
down, Charlie. Right, just throw it underneath and not take any more risk because you don't want to throw what he just did, his 3rd interception of the game. It's time to protect the football at all costs. And if not, well, that backup better get ready.
That's that.
1st and 10, looking to throw. Throwing the out route complete. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
You know, as any quarterback is going to tell you, that's one of the most difficult things to do, knowing you're going to get blasted. That defender's coming right at you, but you got to throw an accurate ball. It does 2 things. Number 1, it strikes fear in the defense, and number 2,
Nigga just blatantly overthrew this man for no reason.
2nd and 6 coming up here.
Ready, set, hey, 18, come. Ready.
Here's the lone back on the handoff. This
difference-making edge that these elite running backs bring to you. A lot of backs can get you 10 yards, 20 yards. But the elite backs, they can take it to the house.
The Giants ready to kick this one away, and off we go once more. And no return as this bounces through the end zone.
Oh, just like that. It's over with.
Great starting spot here for the 49ers. They're headed up 1st and 10.
Ready?
Not deterred by that pick. He's throwing again. Completed over the middle. Oh, he's going to be brought down at the 42.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
2nd and 3 now.
Set. Ready. 50. Green. Set.
They're going to try and throw it here.
Look at this shit.
Running back incomplete. That play's gonna
Oh, man. I can't beat the game and the user, man. I can't do both. Huh, my bad.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Dropping back to throw. Has it downfield working the left. And he's going to bring this down to their 35. Working quickly here.
97.
First down, play action.
Again, I can't beat the game and the user.
No luck finding his receiver that time.
This is stupid.
2nd down.
Well, it's hard for me to get too mad at him for missing a touchdown when he's already got 2 in his pocket. Maybe fantasy managers might not agree with me on this one, Kate. But don't worry, as hot as he is, I bet you a 3rd one's coming at some point.
The left side is caught by Pitts. What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground.
There's no question, Kate, big plays down the seam or big tight ends a fan favorite, but it's those type of catches right there. The short yardage, gets good coverage, contested catches, that really make tight ends a locker room favorite.
3rd down, Giants coming out in a dime look. Hits him on the out route. He's got his guys into the red zone before someone can force him out. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that gives the 49ers the first.
Here we go. Set. Ready.
Working inside the red zone. It has been an exciting one so far as we have reached our 2-minute warning. Stick around. More from MetLife Stadium on the other side. After the incomplete pass, here comes 2nd and 10. They are throwing it again. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Just couldn't hang on through the contact. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long.
Okay, we've seen this running back pretty busy here early on in the passing game, and not just with checkdowns. You can tell this is going to be part of the game plan, and I don't think one incompletion here to him is going to deter that effort.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. And he will score. Touchdown, San Francisco. The 49ers chop some of the lead off before the half. Kyle Pitts with a touchdown. Bates tacks on the extra point. And the 49ers cut the lead down to 10. That lead trimmed just a bit. Down to 10 points now as the kick is up and away. This one's fielded at the 40-yard line. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. All right, working from the gun to start. First and 10.
60 back. Here we go. Check. 18, 70 Lions. Cup 19. Cup 19. 79 Broncos.
They're going to throw here to begin the drive. Short pass caught by his tight end. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on first down. Textbook. It sets up second and very manageable, and then creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
Hold the ready.
Offensive line, this is 2nd and 4.
Ready. 19 Viking. 18 check 50. Check 19 Lions.
This nigga went right back.
Now looking to throw. Throw left side, complete. And he's tackled with a first down yardage.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Ready.
Oh, good shit. I so thought it was a pass.
Inside the 30. This is
Oh, man.
to the 13-yard line.
What an injection and momentum for the offense on that play. With the energy boost and a much shorter field, I predict it's not going to be long, Kate, until they finish this series off.
So a massive gain, and all of a sudden we've got first and 10 inside the red zone.
Tap to 60. Tap to 60.
From the red zone now. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a first down.
Kate, if you've heard me say it once, you've heard me say it 100 times. Completions, completions, completions. Well, that wasn't a pass. It was a scramble. But Annette's the same thing, keeping this offense on schedule.
Bronco 80. Ready, ready.
Second down, looking for options. Escapes the pocket. Into the end zone, but someone's able to knock it away.
This nigga could have picked it.
That throw doesn't lead to 6.
Oh, man.
Will they dial up on 3rd and short?
I can pretty much guarantee you, Kate, the minute that quarterback left the pocket, that D coordinator started to hold his breath. It is so hard when you play a dual-threat QB out on the run in space, especially down here in the red zone, but the defense rises to the occasion.
Ready. Cowboy 80.
Go get him, go get him, go get him.
Let's go.
One final shot before the half. And he will take this across. Touchdown, New York. The Giants will add to their lead at the end of the half. Manage that clock beautifully down to the final moments, Brock, and they get the score just before halftime.
That doesn't change the theme of the halftime speech, but I guarantee you it adds some enthusiasm to the tone. That was awesome.
That one splits the uprights. And the Giants take a 3-possession lead. So we'll see if it's a kick return that ends on half, or if we get a play from scrimmage as this one's away. So it's a touchback on the kickoff, and we're going to get one final snap here in the half. This is going to be the play that takes us to halftime.
Come on, set, ready.
Final throw before the break. On the move, headed right. He's keeping it. And he's going to take this down to the opposing 44. So we're through 2 quarters now. Still a half of football to be played. We'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports. trophy awaits one of these teams, partner. Just a half to go as we're off in the third quarter. Return starts at the 3. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. Starting out trips right here. 1st and 10. They're going play action.
Man, y'all just letting the shit sail right over your head.
All the way across midfield before he's brought down.
This man watched the ball go over his head.
As well as a new set of downs.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
Come on, come on.
They go play action on 1st down. Finds a seam down the middle. And they are finally able to get to him and touch him down. But damage already done as they pick up that 1st down.
I try to remind you a time or two, Kate, that you always got to start your read from the secondary forward. You got to see what the safeties are doing. If you're going to throw a ball in the middle third, deep downfield like that, you have to have tremendous awareness of where those safeties were, and the QB just nailed it.
Thinking touchdown here after that big play. We've got 1st and 10 from the red zone.
Fix the eagle, fix the eagle.
Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And he's going to take it in for the New York touchdown. The Giants grow the lead coming out of halftime. So great work by the running back there, Brock. He saw a little bit of space, took advantage, and he took it all the way for 6.
So good, Kate. You'll hear running back coaches say this: slow to and then explode through. And that's exactly what he did. Slow to the hole, but explodes through the touchdown.
The Giants ready to kick this one away, and off we go once more. And this is going to bounce out of the end zone, so they will set up shop at the 35.
Ready, play.
49ers find themselves in a great starting spot here. 1st and 10 coming up.
Ready.
They'll throw to start the drive. Finds him over the middle. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum. Keep that defense on its heels.
Let's go now. Set.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. To pitch it goes. And they're going to bring him down at the 36. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that means it'll be 1st down San Francisco.
You know, they really love that drag route because he's one of those guys that can count on not only to make the catch, but create after the catch. If they don't close on him quickly, he can add a lot of yards.
Man, come on, dude. That's pass interference. He tackling me. Like, what?
He's been a frequent target throughout this game, Brock.
Oh, man.
A little bit more on him every time the ball's thrown his way.
He overthrew him anyway.
The board completely. He's still beating them for some catches, but that heightened focus defensively does lead to moments like that one where what would normally be a catch falls incomplete.
Sideline throw reeled in by Downs. And he's taken out of bounds as he gets it down near the red zone. He picks up 15 on the play. And that gives the 49ers the 1st.
It was such a privilege for me to watch Marvin Harrison and Reggie Wayne in person in Indianapolis do their work. Darrell Jackson out in Seattle. They showed how great a deep out is as a chain-moving play. It's all about getting that leverage at the top of the route and then exploiting the leverage as that ball arrives on time downfield.
And they get this down to the 10-yard line before going down. It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the 1st.
Guys, I really like this receiver on that drag route in particular. Why? Because he's a guy that creates after the catch. They don't close quickly. He can take it to the house.
To the line and set. Here we go. 1st down.
Here we go. Here we go.
Running back sent in motion.
40.
From the red zone on 1st. Almost had 6, but can't find him in the end zone. Incomplete.
practices today, Kate, college and professionally, one thing is abundantly clear. Teams spend
This is crazy.
more time in the red zone. They know it's the money zone. And defensively, if you can force incompletions and knock it away and lead teams for field goals, you've got a great chance to win.
Let's go. Punt.
2nd and 10, and they'll stick to the air.
Look at this, man.
Let him just a bit too much. That's incomplete. Looking for his wide receiver there.